Welcome back. Totally lost track of time. I was working on my side project and trying to get the CSS to work right. And so I'm doing CSS like scroll animations, and so working on that. So like there's an example I'm kind of looking at that's kind of similar to the effect that I want to apply. So I'm kind of like trying to match the two so I can understand a little bit better. So I'm just kind of playing around with stuff, and stuff is just breaking all over the place. All right. But something I did get working, and this totally my whole screen just my back. Okay, I'm not sure what just happened. Like everything just kind of like freaked out on me. That was weird. But I think I'm back. Hopefully. We'll see. I'm not sure what just happened. Let me refresh this page here because all my screen just went blank. Okay. Are we good now? I think so. All right. We'll see. All right. Now, I wanted to take a look at this AI thing. I don't remember if I spoke about it before, but I got an email reminding me and that you can play with it online, right? They have like a console that they can mess with. And so I did, and I thought it was pretty cool. And so I'm gonna share my screen. Hopefully that doesn't freak out again. That was weird. I just pulled up the tab and everything went everything went black and everything flashed. All right, so we'll see. Cause there's some animation on this site, and I think that could be doing it because sites with like animation for whatever reason freaks out my computer. I think it's because I have all these different video things happening. So we'll go through it real quick. So the website is ai.google.dev. And so now they have this build with Gemini. So experience Google's largest and most capable AI model. And so it goes on to say, where did my mouse go? All right. So you build with Vertex AI, which we spoke about before on the show, on Google Cloud. So it's kind of like a layer on top of the Vertex AI. So that involves like spinning up things on Google Cloud, right? So now there's 3 sizes for unmatched versatility. And so what they have now is the Pro. And so it's best performing model with features for a wide variety of text and image reasoning tasks. And then Ultra, though, this one here, that's the most capable for large-scale, highly complex text and image reasoning tasks coming early 2024. And then they have the one that can run on like devices, which is pretty dope. So the most efficient model built for on-device experiences, enabling offline use cases, leverages device processing power at no cost. So that's pretty dope. So you just kind of have it on your device, and you'll be able to do all sorts of cool things. All right, so integrate Gemini Pro into your app with the API, and that's what I did, and that's what I'll be showing a little bit later. So it's fast and free, awesome. To start building with Gemini Pro in Google AI Studio, and Pro is the one that's available now. Ultra is coming, and then so is Nano. All right, so then they have the different languages. So there's Python, Android, Node, which is what I'm using, Swift, and Web as well. I'm doing Node just because I want this stuff to be on the back end, but it's pretty dope that you can do it on the front end as well. But again, I'm just doing it on the back end. Cool. All right, then you get started. Oh, wait, there's more. So build on Vertex AI. So fully managed AI platform. And we spoke about this before. So you go into like the Google console and you'll be able to spin up all these things. I did it maybe a couple of weeks ago, I think it was. So pretty dope. So that you could do that. If you want to like more low level type of stuff, you want to kind of control like the servers you spin up or whatever. Me, I'm like, just give me an API and I'm just going to make this work. All right, so then they have performance benchmarks. Cool. So they're talking about Ultra versus GPT-4. Okay. And then this was always pretty cool to see the Gemini developer ecosystem, which so we have Google Tools, and so you can use like Android Studio, Colab, which is a Python thing, I think I remember, and Project IDX, which I finally got switched over to my developer account. So I'm going to be playing around with that some more. I think I'm going to use it to like learn Kotlin or something. So yeah, that's going to be pretty dope. All right. Then they have the different partners here. Cool. And then they're talking about the Nano, and I like this little thing here. That's pretty cool. All right, so yeah, so it's available on Pixel 8 Pro devices and more soon. So I have the Pixel Fold, so I'm hoping it will come to that. Maybe I could probably play around with it. All right, cool. So when you click, it's going to freak out my whole computer again. But there's a section where you can click to open up the suite. They call it the Maker Suite, Google AI Studio. Right? I'm gonna switch to this tab, and so this is what it looks like. All right, so and they have like these. So over here, you can get your API key, which is what's created once you click the link. It creates it for you because it sets up, I think, all the Vertex stuff behind the scenes, and it gives you an API key. So you're actually using Vertex, but without having to get into all the nitty gritty. All right, and so you present with this, and so it's kind of like a chat interface sort of thing. And so you type in what you want to know about, right? And so they give you like these like little flashing prompts that you can try, which is pretty cool. Oh, so right now it's set for text input, right? So you can insert a variable by typing, double curly brackets around the variable and give it a value by typing name : value. So like, for example, word : happy. So happy would be applied to word. And then I think you'll be able to use that later kind of stuff. All right. But what I thought was super dope was that you can include images. So my thing that I was running into before, because what I want to be able to do for my side project is to allow a person to be able to upload a photo of themselves and then get like a description of it. So so the prompt would be like whatever, like describe the person in this photo with as much detail as possible, blah blah blah, whatever. And so you're able to not only have the prompt but also the photo to send along with it. Previously, what I was doing was I found an API where I could upload an image to, and it would give me all these random like characteristics, like facial characteristics, right? Descriptions. And they were weird. You know what I'm saying? And so with this, I get like a more natural response because it's not just like a JSON of like random characteristics, right? It's more natural, like I was saying. And from there, I want to be able to then take that and then generate an image based on that description. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to show how I got that working. But for right now, here is the Google AI Studio. And so let's take one of its prompts that comes up. So paraphrase, it's look like it's about to rain. All right. And they have like this preview thing here. And then it tells you like the number of characters you can pop in there. So let's run this. Hopefully my stuff won't freak out. Oh, and so yeah, it puts it right next to it. So it's kind of like a continuous thing, right? So like other ones, you can like they're separated between what you prompted and its output. Whereas this one, everything kind of like writes along the same lines. So I'm not sure how you feel about that. Me, I honestly don't care. All right, so let's try another one. Come on. I'm trying to get rid of all this. All right, cool. So now let us try. Oh, okay. So you can do images as well. So if you change the model, you can go to Pro Vision. So this one, it's set by default to Gemini Pro, and it's the best model for scaling across a wide range of tasks. Cool. But the thing is, I want to be able to add images. So with Google Pro Vision, the best image understanding model to handle a broad range of applications. And that's pretty much what I wanted, right? So you switch to that one. So it says, describe what the people are doing in this scene here, right? So see, you have the prompt, and then you're referring to the image that you're sending along, all right? Which I think is super dope. You click that. Oh, I think I have to click run. My bad. Run. All right, so it's thinking, right? And so two men are playing cricket. The man in the foreground is the batsman, and the man in the background is the wicket keeper. The batsman is about to hit the ball with his bat. See, that is pretty dope. So that's basically what I wanted, right? Now, let me show you what I came up. Oh, what's also cool is that you can save it. So it saves like to your Google Drive. So it saves like the image, I think, to your Google Drive, and I think the text or something. I'm not sure. But then you can get the code for it, which is pretty dope. So you can do like the curl. We got JavaScript, Python, Kotlin, Swift. Pretty cool, right? And so I just took the JavaScript one. It's like Node anyway. So by the way, the Node version should be more than 18 or greater. And then it kind of just walks you through it, which is pretty dope, right? All right, so that's super cool. So I took that. I also look at the docs that they have. Here, you can check out the different docs. And so again, they have all the different quick starts, which are pretty dope. And then you have Node.js and all these. So I just took a look at the Node.js. And then it tells you for the multimodal, so the text and image input. Oh, but they do have like a chat. So you can also do like, kind of like what we saw before. So they have, where to go? Come on. What just happened? Oh, yeah. So generate text from text only input. There's the generate text from text and image input, which I was doing. And then multi-turn conversations, which I haven't really played with that. So back to here. And it's pretty straightforward. And I just did all the things here. Took a little bit of stuff from the actual dashboard from the console that they had and kind of combined them all together. And so I created this. Now, this is a very super basic thing. I was just kind of like making sure the steps work. I will like refactor and make it a little bit like nicer, like the flow to be a little bit better. But I wanted to do a example real quick. So I'm going to choose a file, right? And so like an artist would upload an image. I'm going to upload an image of Albert Einstein. Just cuts. All right. So then I want to generate a description. So I have this thing, a prompt that says something like, describe this person in great detail, including some other things, like some different characteristics I was interested in. And so something like so that an artist could redraw it or something like that. Right. And so I'm going to click the generate description. So this is going to use the Gemini API, send that stuff along. So it's generating description from the file and give me a description back, right? And so hopefully it won't take too long. So this is kind of amazing. So it's taking the image and my prompt and it's going to return back what I want. It might not, because I think I might have to refresh it because it's been a while since I did it. And I think it might have lost. Yes, it did. Okay, I have to refresh this. Will that mess up anything? Hold on. Let me go back to here, share this tab. And I notice there's like a timeout sometimes. So like I'm using Stack Blitz. Yeah, okay, I have to connect the project. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I think it lost connection to the code basically. And so it's like, what are you talking about? All right. So should be back. All right, cool. Here we go. Choose a file. I'm gonna choose Albert Einstein again. Bam, here we go. Right, good to go. Then I'm going to generate a description. And so you see it's generating description from file. Boom, here we go, right? So now the person has fair skin with wrinkles and age spots. Their facial features are prominent with a large forehead, a long nose, and a wide mouth. Their eyes, blah, 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 whatever, right? So then what I want to do, I want to generate like artwork from that description image. So I'm thinking it'd be cool if the person, like the artist, would put in their interests, and then you'd be able to take all that information and generate some artwork, right? And so Albert Einstein. So let's say physics, add the interests, and then mathematics. All right, so add interests. Now I'm going to take all that and generate an image. Now I'm using Stability AI because I tried a few different ones, but like with Stability AI, I'm not to fine tune my prompts, or whatever, but what it came back with was pretty dope. And so you see, based on that, that's what it came up with, right? Which I think is not bad, right? Considering what it looks like. Now, that is why I have it to where you'd be able to edit the description. So if I specifically wanted something of Albert Einstein, I could probably say something like, the person is Albert Einstein, right? And so I give a little bit more context to be able to build stuff with. And so if I generate an image again, so it's going to generate the image. Let's see what happens. And what I kind of like and hate is that it's kind of like a crapshoot. You know what I'm saying? You never really know what you're going to get. And so now we have a picture that looks like Albert Einstein, which is kind of dope. And so I'm going to use this for, not like famous people, but I'm hoping it will come close to the artists so that then they'll be able to, be able to do some cool merch stuff for this project I'm working on. And so, yeah, that's my plan. And that's where I'm at now with it. I'll probably give some more details, but that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not bad. And he's like smiling here kind of, and not so much here. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Have you played with it yet? I think the thing that really broke it for me was that now I can send along an image with the prompt, and it can use that as a reference. Whereas before, I had to kind of like separate those two things, where I had to send the image to an API and then pull back random data. Whereas now with the prompt, I can be like, hey, give me these specific things and word it kind of this way. So then it will help it later. So yeah, I think that's super dope. And I did that all like an hour or something. Well, I mean, I did build off of the previous attempts that I had. So some of that stuff that I was struggling with before didn't have any issues now. And so it just went like smooth, like it was dope, like less than an hour. I had that working, you know what I mean? It spun up like from scratch. And so pretty dope. And so, yeah, shouts to Google AI. This is pretty dope. The Gemini model. All right, cool. I'm going to get y'all back to work because I want to get back to work because this is kind of like the AI stuff. It's kind of like the back end of the side project. And I'm still working on like on the front end. I really want to get the front end stuff done so I can do more of the back end. Will then feed the front end what the actual data it needs to show. Right now, it's just like a lot of like placeholder stuff. And then from there, I want to work on the back end, like the dashboard, to be able to give actual data for the front end. I'm kind of babbling because I'm kind of excited about it. I think this is super dope. Yeah, so I'm going to send you all off with some traveling music. When we come back for the final break session, we're going to take a look at an artist's website, maybe listen to some tracks, watch some videos, and so that you'll become a fan as well. All right, so but for right now, I'm going to send you all off with this goodness from this one here, from Nujabes, featuring a Piney Bee. The track is called Thank You. All right, thanks for hanging out. See you 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. All right, y'all be easy. And peace.
Let's start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank all the show for love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me.